I've shared this testimony before concerning God had shown me in a dream back in 1989, a couple years after I had been born again, concerning what Paul wrote in Romans 14:23. Whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Because in this dream, an angel was carrying me in the air. All I could see was a white sleeve. Never seen an angel's face. And as he carried me, we came to this place where there was a field. All I could see was wheat. And as we got closer, I could see a little white house. And as we came down, I could see one man dressed in white. I couldn't see no details of his face. And there was also the White House. And as we got closer, I saw a piece of farm equipment. And as we came down on the ground, I found myself underneath the deck of this machine. And it started. And the tines underneath started to turn, and I reached up and began to fight it as fear filled me. And I heard the voice saying, whatsoever is not of faith is sin. So I fought the fear, and as I fought the fear, overcame the fear, and as soon as I did, this piece of equipment was lifted up off of me, and I was back in the air, and I looked back and I saw two men dressed in white. And I woke up from the dream, and the fear that I sensed in my mind, this is the thing that quenches our faith. This is the thing that quenched Peter's faith when the disciples were crossing over the Sea of Galilee before Jesus, and he came to them at night, and they were having problems rowing across because of the waves being so violent and contrary to them. And they seeing Jesus, supposing him to be a spirit, they cried out, and he said, fear not, it is I. And Peter said, if it be you, Lord, bid me to come out on the water. And he said, come. And Peter came down out of the boat and was walking on the water until he saw the violence of the waves, and he began to sink. And he cried out to Jesus, and Jesus pulled him up. And he said, why did you doubt? We got to understand it is fear that quenches our faith.